Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the East Delaware Knights Team Builder Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today, we have the most important episode of the series to this point. Well, I shouldn't say that because we just won a national championship last year. The most important episode of the season 4, because it is week 5, and I have scheduled a few very high-profile recruits to come visit the campus for this game. We need to win this game, obviously. We need to blow out the team we're playing, obviously. We need to give them bags of cash, obviously. Let's see if we can impress them. I hope that we can. We'll see. It's against Virginia. It's not that tough of a team, but we've seen in the past, including last episode at times, where our defense can be a little inconsistent. So we'll figure out where we go from there, but I don't think this Virginia team should give us much of a challenge. And then the next game of the doubleheader is against NC State, another team where I don't really think we're going to have much of a challenge. So we should be 2-0 in this episode and 6-0 overall as we get to the next episode after this, which is a rivalry game against Temple to start out with. This week 5 game is the most important game of the season. We got to win it, and we got to win it by at least 17 plus if we want to impress these recruits. So if you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the Juice Club. Remember, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you want to help in that process, hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me. I'd really appreciate it. And let's get into it. Week 5 and week 6 in today's episode, but this week 5 game is massive. Here we are. We ascended to the number 2 spot in the rankings last episode because we beat, or I think it was because the number 3 team lost, and that's why we jumped into the number 2 spot. If I go to the top 25, Texas is number 1. The number 3 team in the country, oh no, there was the number 2 team, Notre Dame. They lost to Houston, 31-28, so they were number 2, and then they dropped. We were number 3, and then we jumped up to number 2. So that's how that goes. It was pretty good episode last episode. LSU, man, they have Theo Graves, but he's not starting. It's annoying. He would have been my number 1 starter on my team, but he chose LSU. So here's our schedule for today. Virginia at home with the recruits on campus, and then a 1:30 kick against NC State in their building. Then we got next episode, Temple, bye week, Georgia Tech. Then our big game against Clemson, Boston College in that episode as well. And then the final episode of the season is Syracuse and North Texas. So we are quickly coming up on the end of the season. We're in the mid-season mark right now. We're trying to continue the dominance. Recruiting has gone okay to this point. We don't have anybody committed just yet, but we are in good position, and it looks like we're going to have a lot of good commits. But as you've seen in the past, recruiting tends to crumble at times when I'm at the helm. Now, last episode, Damian Foster was not being recruited at all, but it seems Notre Dame realized that he's actually pretty good. So they want him, and they're starting to make a push for him. But we have an S-tier pipeline. We have our defensive coordinator's a strategist ability to lower the importance of their deal breaker. That is working as well. So that's why we have such a big lead on Damian Foster, and because nobody else was recruiting him. But we have him on campus. He's one of the big guys on campus this game against Virginia. If we go to visits scheduled, we have Damian Foster, Mohamed Littlejohn, and Sean Gray all on campus for week 5 against Virginia. We need this game to go well. We are in hot contested battles with Auburn for both Mohamed Littlejohn and Sean Gray, and now Notre Dame is in the running for Foster. Cordell Bloom we scheduled for week 10. I think that's the Clemson game, which is a little bit concerning, but it's kind of just how I had to do it. So this is the most important game. I can't understate the fact that it is the most important game of the season to this point. Do they have any cool uniforms? The orange is fine, I guess. Don't they have like a silver helmet or something? I feel like I've seen that before. Maybe not. Maybe just in my dreams. You know what? They're just gonna wear the regular ways. I think that's fine. And then you know what? No. Give them some colored pants. Give them some orange pants. Yeah, sure. Why not? Give them some orange pants. And then we are going to wear our blackout uniforms because it is going to be nighttime by the time this game's over. Because I think it's like a 5 p.m. kick, whatever it is. Here we go. There are 72 overall. They are not in our same league. We should win this game by 30. It is time to take down Virginia. And the last few times I've needed to blow out teams, regardless of what series it is, it hasn't really gone my way too much. So hopefully this time is different. We can actually blow them out. But here we go. We're starting on defense. And I have no idea how this Virginia team's going to play. I rarely ever play against a team like Virginia. So we're going to find out how good they are. They've got a quarterback named Merriweather as their guy back there. We'll see if he's got some talent. And he's going to immediately throw to the flat and get brought down. Peyton Morgan was right there. Peyton Morgan, last episode, got cooked on a deep route. He's got like 92 speed or something like that. He shouldn't get cooked horribly. Oh my God. He broke through the defense, or broke through the line. I wasn't expecting that. Jamal Orlando. That's an insane name, by the way. Your name's Jamal Orlando? That sounds like an actor's name, like a stage name, or it sounds like a porn star. Which I guess I can't say that. Oh, it's intercepted by Peyton Morgan. An adult film star. I don't know if I can say the other word on YouTube. I might have to blur that out. That's a big interception to start the game. I don't know where Merriweather was throwing that football. He was not throwing it to his receiver, though. And Cameron Poe, the Dragon Warrior. Oh, my God. He broke that tackle. I never get those type of tackles that break like that. He just ran over a dude. That was pretty sick. I like that a lot. Greg Ard, he scored at least one touchdown last game against... Who did we play last episode? I don't remember. Whoever it was. Yeah, I think he scored a couple touchdowns, maybe. 2nd and 2, handoff to Poe, and Poe is down to the 6. The run game is our friend. Run game is friend, not food. And I forgot to go in the formation subs and make sure that Kenyon Garnett was in all of the gun formations, and the DB is offside right now. So we're going to get a free play right here. It is Kenyon Garnett. He should be able to scramble in for the touchdown. I could have thrown that a couple of different times. Just easy. It's easier just to scramble. But he's offside, so it was a free play anyway. And we are going to take the touchdown and go for the extra point. Okay, that's a good start. An interception early in the drive. It was like their second play or something, third play. And then a touchdown. W. Absolute, utter W's. That's a great start to this game. It's only up from here. It is only up from here. Let's use our Jarek Francis. See if we can get in and affect the quarterback. He's going to keep it and go down. That's just me being bad. That's me being actually pretty good. That was a good tackle. I hate when I just simply miss the tackle because I have a bad angle. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. LSU just beat Alabama, by the way, 6 versus 7. Oh, God, what did I just do? Big hit stick? Oh, not really. Why did I even try? Why? Steve Henley, though, he's got a lead dev. Don't forget about that. He's going to be a freak. He's a little freak. 3rd down and 3. Merriweather all by himself in the backfield. What's he got? He's going to go quickly, and... Oh, that was not supposed to be a first down. We were supposed to wrap him up behind the line. That's annoying. That's real annoying. He threw that really behind the line, but somehow he bounced his way into a first down. Langston Bowling, loss of 1 on the play. Man, Langston's really come on strong. Between the end of last season and now the beginning of this season, he's been really, really good. Oh my God, we almost got a sack there. We almost pushed the right tackle into the quarterback to sack him. I've been crazy. But it's a big 3rd and 9 now. Big 3rd and 9. Big 3rd and 9. Look at Jarek Francis go. And that's going to be a big tackle. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Another turnover for Virginia. Things are going well right now, but we've seen things collapse in my possession before, so got to be careful. And look at Cameron Poe. Look at the man rumble. Really good return there. And I don't have the chew clock. Usually I have the chew clock on in these games to speed them up a little bit, but I don't have it on this one because I need as much time as possible to try and blow them out. So I need to save as much time. And that's a great start to the drive with Gregard taking it for a bunch of yards. And then we're going to give it right back to him. He loves receiving footballs, baby. Gregard, that's a really decent screen. I'll take that all day and twice on Mondays. Let's go with a wide zone. I don't know if this is going to be blocked very well, but we're going to try the wide zone, see how it goes. That dude is like inside of his defensive lineman. Although it's blocked to perfection. Throw me one more block and Gregard's free. Touchdown, East Delaware. Oh, that was blocked beautifully. It was blocked perfect. And then Marquis Springs blocked the last guy needed. And it's a touchdown, Delaware. We lead by 2 scores. We are on track for a monster game. It is only the first quarter. We are on track for a mega game. Now, the only problem with this is Virginia is not rated very highly in the recruiting, so they are a lower tier opponent, which means we're not going to get a big boost from that, but we could get a big boost from just blowing them out. That would give us a decent boost. And then hopefully our sell, our pitch that we have going, like what they're actually on campus to see, is going to go well for them, and that should boost them up. The fact that Notre Dame's in on that Foster guy is really frustrating because nobody was in on him for the first like 4 weeks of the season, and now all of a sudden Notre Dame found him and they're interested. But hopefully by this point we've locked it up, or we've built, maybe not locked up, but we've built such a lead. Oh, I thought it was a play action. I really did. Oh, what a spin move. I tell you, man, spin moves are deadly for me. I don't know why. They're not even that good. But for some reason, spin moves just kill me. Anyway, what I was saying was, I'm hoping that Foster, we are just so far away on him that Notre Dame can't get in. But I don't know what, I mean, they probably have really good grades, and I don't think they have a great pipeline. Maybe they do. Maybe they have a silver pipeline. I'm not sure. I'm just hoping they can't get in the race. There's the read option. And the quarterback actually got room. Merriweather takes it. That was a good run. And now all of a sudden Virginia is looking like a threat to score here. I don't like this at all. This is not ideal. That's a quick throw and a missed tackle by me. Woo! Yeah, missed tackles. Marcel Merriweather. The only miss he's had this game is the interception. He's not missed a single pass other than that. And that was a horrible miss, too. He overthrew it by like 15 feet. Oh, the jet sweep worked beautifully. Oh, I had him in the backfield, too, but I just didn't get the tackle animation. I guess I wasn't close enough. They are at the 7-yard line. They're going to go wide receiver screen or running back screen, whatever that is. And he goes down. Good stuff right there. Do I bring a blitz, maybe? Maybe bring a blitz. Bring Vernon Woollihan. He's a beast. Oh, mama. Touchdown. He was wide open. I don't know if Vernon Woollihan would have been in that area to cover it. Probably not. It probably would have been a touchdown regardless. But Virginia, after 2 really bad drives, completely looked like a different team. That looked like a different Virginia team than the first 2 drives. So now I'm a little bit worried because now we're only up by 1 score again. This is the type of stuff that can't happen. We can't be going score for score with a team like Virginia. We have to start building a lead. We have to start building a lead. Hand off to Poe. He's going to have a great run right there. Garrison Spanspawn, I mean, he's been nothing but trouble since we transferred him in. He's been injured almost every single game. And he has been flagged a bunch of times. So he's a whole bunch of just annoyance right now. He's making me regret bringing him in. There's Xavier Johnson who gets upended. He keeps getting just injured for a little bit. Why is he so fragile? I didn't know we brought in a little snowflake. End of the first quarter, we're up by 7. Don't like it. Need to be up by more. Need to be up by Mo. We are number 1 in the ACC standings, though, which is good. But I'm guessing, I think Clemson's right up there because they're in the top 5. It's a good first down. Let's go with the inside zone. I was kind of hoping they would run some press coverage, so maybe I could switch it, but that's not what happened. Can I get outside? Yes, I can. Greg Ard outside. Spin move. Broke 4 ankles right there. This needs to be a touchdown. It really, really does. It needs to be a touchdown. Look at Cameron Poe, and he's going to take it to the house. And then dunk on the referee. You got postered. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I feel like I need to break out my Dickie V impression because you just got postered. The referee goes down. 21-7, up by 14 again. I really wish it was up by 21, but no, that's not the way that it is. I'm annoyed. Let's see what happens on this play, or this drive. There's no way they can match that again, right? Oh my, maybe they can, but that's going to be a holding call, so they're coming back. And no! Oh! Servers are out. I'll be back when I get the score hopefully close. I hate this game so much, man. All right, so I'm bringing you guys back in right here. I know it's a random spot as you see a pick 6. I got the score to 21-0. I was able. Virginia was actually almost gonna score on me on their first drive, but they were at the 1-yard line, or maybe the 2-yard line. I don't remember exactly. And they went for a speed option, and the quarterback Merriweather pitched the ball. But when he pitched it, I was about to sack him, or not sack him, but take him down. And the ball, when I dove at him, the ball hit my guy, and it went backwards. We recovered it. I think it was Dominic Kirks who recovered it, and he returned it for a touchdown. So instead of having the Peyton Morgan interception that we had in the original first attempt, we now have a Dominic Kirks fumble recovery for a touchdown, and then you just saw that Cam Pruitt interception. So, W's, I guess, 28-0. This is exactly how I drew it up. God, I hate the server sometimes, man. I promise you that it's only on EA Sports video games. I don't lose my signal with my PlayStation on any other game. Fortnite, whatever other games online I play. I don't really play online very much except for Fortnite. But any other games that I do have that I've ever played online, I don't lose my signal except for EA Sports titled video games because their servers are absolute garbage. It's so insane. Like, I lose my signal almost exclusively. That's an insane throw, by the way. Touchdown, Virginia. I lose my signal almost exclusively. I even lose my signal when I'm playing offline. And it cuts out sometimes. I'll notice that it says sign into EA Sports or whatever. Sign into EA servers. Like, I'm playing offline. How are you going to come? The servers are so trash. It's not. It's just this game. It's not my console. My console's good online. Trust me. I play online sometimes. It's just bad servers. So it sucks, but we move. And this game's actually gone better than the first attempt, so I'll take that. We have our 21-point lead. I think I can turn on the chew clock now just so I can get through this game a little bit faster, since this is my second attempt playing it. I think I updated you on everything that happened, though. I still got the Kenyon Garnett rushing touchdown. Isaiah Morrow injured again. Oh, no, shocker. Isaiah Morrow's injured. What am I going to do? He's injured every single game. Oh, that's wide. That's absolutely booty cheek naked. The spin move does nothing for me. It works against me when other people use it, but when I try to use it, it don't do anything. Hand off to Poe, and look at the Dragon Warrior. He's going crazy. Hand off to Ard, and Ard's going to follow his blocks. Ard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. We erased the touchdown that Virginia puts up. And with 2:08 to go in the half, we lead by 35-27. We lead by 28. You love to see it. Absolutely. Beauty Phil. I don't know who Phil is, but he's beauty. From the 11. We've also gotten a few sacks. I think Jarek Francis has 2, and then somebody else might have 1. I can't remember exactly who it is. Maybe Jarek has all of them. I don't know. That's going to go up in the air. DJ Pickett is right there, and DJ Pickett's got it. I don't know what Merriweather was trying to do. He's trying to get all of the points back on one play. That's never good. You should never try to do that. And DJ Pickett said, "Thank you." Oh, that's wide. That's Xavier Johnson. He's got a first down. Okay, things are starting to come together. Things are starting to look real crispy, real sexy. The blowout is on. Here's Xavier Johnson again. He gets a little juke move. We got a minute 17, but that's going to go quickly as we accelerate the clock here. Verticals, I don't really like this, but I do have Garnett in, so I can scramble if need be. And be needed. Oh, never mind. X is open. Springs, touchdown. What a throw. It was not a good throw at all, but Springs boxed out the corner and just took it to the house. Oh, we're cooking now. We are cooking with gasoline. 42-7. The blowout is perfect. I love it. This is exactly how I wanted this to go. This is exactly how I wanted this to go. I'm just hoping that this is enough to keep us in a good spot for the Notre Dame, or the recruitment that Notre Dame is in on with Foster, and then hopefully to impress that running back, because I really want that 5-star running back. I think that could be really helpful to the team. He looks like he's pretty good. So I'd really like it if we got him too. And also the Little John dude, or whatever his name is. Big tackle from Pruitt. That's the second timeout called by Virginia. They got 27 seconds. 27 seconds. I think they start with the football this time. I think the way that it... Ew, Cormier, you can't be in coverage. What are you doing, dog? If you're going to be in coverage, you gotta have hands. Cormier, what are we talking about here? That's another interception that this quarterback threw that it's just missed opportunity right there. That's got to be a sack. It's not going to be. It's going to be a scramble. Where are you going, dog? He throws it out of bounds. Marcel Merriweather, miscommunication. And with probably like 14 seconds left, we're going to have the football. Maybe less than that because I'm going to return this. Not very well, though. 12 seconds. How does one get a touchdown with 12 seconds? Well, you know what one does? One goes for verticals. That's what one does. But we're not going to throw the verticals because I'm scared. Okay. How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? I guess we just chuck... Whoa, that's not... Whoa, hold on. Hold on. There we go. I guess we just chuck it up and see what happens. Who's my best jump ball guy? Maybe Xavier Johnson. Maybe Micah Cypress. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just chuck it up and see. Oh, Xavier. He tried. He tried. Almost got there. But clearly he's not my best jump ball guy. Because that was kind of embarrassing, low-key. So we'll see if we can wait on the wheel route with Springs. No, the wheel route's not there. It got covered, so we'll end the half like that. But that's okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Because we go to the second half. We're dominating this game. We've already achieved a huge blowout. But so as long as we can make sure they don't score really anymore, and then maybe we run some clock and possibly score one more time, it should be a good enough win to impress the recruits. And up to the running back, you can't run the football when you're down 42-7. You got to be passing the rock. Passing Dwayne. Oh, here it is. Oh, what is that? Did you just do a... You just did a shovel pass? What? He stood straight up. That was such a nonchalant thing to do. And then he's not gonna take a sack. I can't believe this. I'm gonna be sick. Oh, it's intercepted by Jeremiah Wolf. I'd rather have that than the sack, I guess. Jeremiah Wolf, that might be his first career interception. I can't remember if he got one last year or not. But the fact that he shovel passed that previous ball, he just stood straight up and shovel passed it like it was nothing. Like, what are we doing here? That was an insane decision. I mean, it worked. But the fact that he called it in the first place is crazy. Don't know what he was thinking. Poe gets nothing on that. Let's go for a chew clock, and then we are going to get the classic mesh spot play out, because this always works. There's never been a point where it hasn't worked. It didn't work. Well, we're going to call it again, because there's never been a point where it hasn't worked twice. It's never happened. It's always worked at least one time, and it's going to work. See, I told you. And Xavier Johnson gets to the 12. I feel like it was more the 11 than the 12, but whatever. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Let's keep shaking. And Cameron Poe, easy walk in. You got to get that dunk in. There it is. Poster the referee. Did he flex on the haters? I think he did a little flex. Oh, he did kind of flex. I don't know if I can get the camera back there. No, I can't get the camera back there. Let me go wherever I want. Oh, that's kind of a sick... Oh, God. I found the thumbnail. That is an insanely cool thumbnail. Look at it. Look how high far he wrenches back on that. This is an insanely cool... Can I get an angle where he looks like he's dunking on the ref? Nah, he's not faced the right way. This is awesome. This is awesome. All right, that's probably going to be the thumbnail. I love that. Okay. We're up 49-7. We've achieved what we wanted to do, which was the blowout. Now we just got to get out of this game. We just got to run the ball, get out of this game. We don't need any more points, because really scoring more at this point doesn't really add to anything. We've already achieved the huge win marker. I don't think there's anything higher than like a... What are the criteria? It's like a big blowout or something. They have the regular blowout that gives you like a plus percentage, and then they have like a one higher than that. I think that's all that you can get. So blowing them out by even more is just for vanity at that point. And I'm just trying to survive with no injuries. I would like a couple more sacks with Jarek Francis, though. He's had a pretty big game. They're going to go to the receiver, and I missed the tackle. I always miss the tackle, man. I don't know if there's ever been a moment where I've gotten a tackle like that. For some reason, I always miss. And it's not even them doing their little, like, side steps or anything. It's just me missing. That's got to be another interception. Oh, my God, it almost was. It really should have been. You should have held on to that, Henley. That should have been a pick. But for some reason, Merriweather is just chucking footballs. I mean, I get it, because he's down 49-7. You got to start throwing, but he's not being very calculated with where he wants to throw. So that was a good one. Pickett was continuing to backpedal for some reason. At what point do you realize you're not going to get him? Clemson's taking on Maryland, by the way. Oh, Jarek almost there for the sack. Jarek Francis almost got there. If they didn't have 3 lines of protection on the dude. Maybe you should send your guys out to receive passes and not block so you don't get sacked. I almost had another sack. Dwayne Johnson? I didn't know I was going against The Rock. I wonder if he smells what I'm cooking. That's a big sack, though. Is that Kirks? I think it might have been. It was Dominic Kirks. Gets the sack on the quarterback. And it's 3rd and 17. He kind of just ran right into him, so it's more Merriweather's fault! First down, Virginia. I want to die. back. It's Langston Bowling. That's number 5 for the team. We are really getting some pass rush now. That is the key to our defense. Our defensive line is so good that it really is. Go however good the defensive line is doing is how the defense is doing. That's really how the games go most of the time. If the defensive line's getting pressure, we're winning games. If they're not, we're struggling. We hold to a field goal. The fact that you're kicking a field goal down 49-7 with a minute 30 to go in the third quarter it screams that you're not going to win this game. I know you're not going to win the game anyway, but at least try. You're fourth and goal from the 11 or whatever it was. Just throw a pass. See what happens. I mean, who knows? My button might not work. I might not jump up for the interception. He might catch a touchdown. Anything could happen. Maybe a fan comes out of the crowd and like messes stuff up. He tackles one of my guys because he's so excited. I don't know. Anything could happen. Oh, look at Cameron Poe. Look at the Dragon Warrior. And he's got the speed. Dragon Warrior first down. 8 for 114 for Cameron. You love to see it. Absolutely. Ooh, Gregard. Not a great change of direction, but it was more on me because my reaction time wasn't quick enough. It probably would have been a good change of direction if I would have done it correctly. And you know what? I'm going to snap this. Why not? I didn't have to snap that before the quarter ended, but I did it anyway. Chance Kingsbury is injured. I wonder if he's related to Cliff. And he saves a second. He's totally faking that injury. There's no way that he's actually hurt. He wants to give Virginia more time. But we end the third quarter. We are up huge in this game. And we're about to put on more points. We're about to put up more points. It probably would be for the best if we don't score on the first, 2 plays here. Just to get the clock moving. And we're not going to score on that one. Not for lack of trying. I tried to get in. But they just really stacked the box. They were ready for the run. And that's a free play. Corner is offside. I don't know why they line up like that. It's so frustrating, but it's helpful because it gives me a free play and a couple extra yards. But, why is that even a part of the code? Why is that even part of the freaking code, man? How does that even become a bug? What do you have to do in the code? I'm not a coding type of guy, so I don't know how that works really, but it can't be that hard to make sure that your guys, the CPU guys, don't just walk offside. That's a big throw, big catch, Micah Cypress touchdown. We lead by a billion. 56-10. Dear God, this game's out of control. But this is how I wanted it to. I said if we're going to win by 30, and we are on a good track to do such things. There's a big hit. There's a big hit. There's a big hit. From the 18, they benched Merriweather. They took their starters out. I just noticed they got a white guy in there, and I didn't think that Merriweather lost his melanin by the change of quarters. So I don't know. Maybe the sun took it away. You know how or maybe the moon took it away. The sun gives you a sunburn. Maybe the moon takes your melanin away. That'd be crazy. Reese Mooney, money with 2 O's, is the backup quarterback. He sucks. Although Merriweather's not much better. They're going to go with, intercepted, but did I hit the quarterback? Wait, what's the flag? Oh, it's a hold. Thank God. Jeremiah Wolf with the second interception of the day. Oh, no, it's not a hold. It's a legal man downfield. Well, I'm taking this. Decline 1st and 10 from the 46. That's my football, baby. Jeremiah Wolf. Dog. So you get it because he's a wolf. You get it. You get it. Another interception. We are cooking. Just call me Gordon Ramsay because I be cooking. From the 30. Just keep running the clock. Keep on keeping on. Handoff. It's Poe again. That's fine. Because it's another day, another dollar. Have you guys saying that? Have you guys ever seen the burnt peanut? God, he's hilarious. I found him like a couple of months ago on. Actually, it's probably been. I've probably known about him for maybe 6 months actually at this point. I don't know. I've known about him for a while, and he's got some great videos. I don't watch him. I don't actually watch him stream. I just see all the highlights. I don't watch really anybody stream, but I watch his highlights on TikTok and stuff, bro. Oh my God, he is hilarious. God, he's so funny. Just the stuff that he does and the stuff that he says is hilarious. So if you've ever seen the burnt peanut, probably you probably know who the burnt peanut is. He's pretty big right now. So I would assume anybody in the gaming realm knows who the burnt peanut is. He's hilarious. He's so funny. But he plays like, I think he plays like Arc Raiders and stuff like that. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. But saying another day, another dollar made me think of him because one of the funniest clips I've ever seen of his, he's eating a Big Mac or something. I think it's a Big Mac, maybe it's a beef stick. He eats a bunch of different random stuff, but he eats like 2 Big Macs a day or something like that. And he's eating the Big Mac, and he says another day, another dollar. And then he chokes on whatever he's eating. I think it's a Big Mac. And his face, when he realizes that he's choking, is one of the funniest things you will ever see. Oh my God. It was hilarious. If you go on TikTok, just search up the burnt peanut, another day, another dollar, or burnt peanut choking. You'll be able to find it. It's everywhere. And it happened like a couple weeks ago or maybe a month ago or something. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. One of the funniest videos I've seen in a while. So, I just wanted to talk about it. We're up 63-10. What else is there to talk about? What else is there to talk about except for talking about the burnt peanut? Good stuff. Good stuff. 30 seconds left. We are going to win this game easily. 63-10. A perfect game. Almost another sack right there. 4th and 10. Just go for it. Why are you down 63-10 and you're punting me the ball back? What purpose does this do except for risk or chance like an injury or something? Like why are we doing this? All you got to do is go for it. What's the harm in that? I'm not going to put up another touchdown on you. That does nothing for me. Although why are they wait, what? They got a guy lined up on the left side. As if there's a player over there, unless he's invisible. Do I actually have a player over there? No, I don't have a. Why are they lined up like that then? I don't. This is insane. I'm so confused on what's happening right now. I almost didn't get the snap off there. They had a guy in press coverage like there was one of my players was on that side of the field. Weird. Whatever. We're gonna win the game. We're gonna achieve our blowout, and we are going to hopefully impress the recruits that we had. This went about as well as you could ever ask for with recruits on campus. 63-10 is not a score to sneeze at. That is a beautiful score. I love it. 5,000 XP is huge. We now have 25 coach points. We got to simulate and see where that visit ranks for some of these recruits. I don't think it's going to get anybody committed. Yeah, it didn't get anybody committed. I didn't think it was going to, but it is nice to get a big-time blowout. Now we take on NC State. We're still number 2 in the country. How did that look for those guys? So Sean Washington we're still looking okay for. Cordell Bloom, Michigan's scheduled at week 13. They're probably going to try to cheat or something to get him, I would assume. And then we have week 10. So I guess it was a good thing to get week 10 for Bloom. But Penn State has week 7, so that's a little concerning. Vince Peters still has not gotten down to his top 5. But Damian Foster, look at that amount of XP. The influence is insane. The visit went beautifully. It almost probably would have gotten a commitment if it was a higher tier opponent or same tier opponent. The fact that it was a lower tier opponent kind of hurt it a little bit, but we got the plus 75 for the blowout. I guess we could have tried to schedule complimentaries, but not really anybody else was ready for a visit that could have helped him, I guess. But he liked the attend practice. The playing style is good. That's about as good of a visit as you can ask for. And we have pulled away from Notre Dame. Damian Foster might be here on the team very soon. He might be our first commitment of the year. Andre Ejiofor is close, but he still hasn't gotten down to his top 5 just yet. Gene Hendricks, we need desperately to get him on campus. He's going on Notre Dame week 8. which means we have to get him on week 10. That's not ideal. He likes coach prestige. Our coach prestige is an A+. Notre Dame's going to pass us. Notre Dame is going to pass us for Gene Hendricks. I need to switch some hours to put on. I could probably take them off of Dennis Eichenberg because I think we're going to lose him to Notre Dame. So you know what? Dennis Eichenberg, we can take you off the board. That frees up 25 hours. We can switch to a full 50 onto Gene Hendricks. And then actually, we could probably switch to a hard sell on Gene Hendricks because we know conference prestige. We know that he likes coach prestige. So we can just find the third one and go to a full hard sell on him, which I'm assuming it's going to be this one. Is that the only one? Aspirational goals? Yes. Okay, so aspirational goals is perfect because that's all A's for us. So if we switch to a hard sell, that should keep us ahead of Notre Dame, even with the week A visit. It's going to be close. It's going to be really, really close. Little John had a good visit, but he's on campus for Auburn week 7. So we either need to wrap up this recruitment or he's going to go to Auburn. And he's pretty good, right? I think he's got good speed, is why I'm recruiting him. Is that what it is? Yeah, he's got 94 speed, 93 excel. He's 6'3", 183 or 185. He's pretty good. I want him on my team. So hopefully we can just keep back of Auburn before they get him on campus. Coco Selvia is probably not coming to us. I'm going to take him off the board. We're just not going to get him. Dylan Fantuz. I'm going to get out of that recruitment too. Sometimes you just gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when to fold them. How did the... Ooh, that's a lot of influence for Dion Cormier. Okay, I like that a lot, actually. And I can take some of these hours off and switch to a full 50. If we're getting that much for, what, 35 we put on him, that's pretty good. Tyrese Sheed, we're just not going to get. I'm going to take him off the board. Christian Hape, we're looking okay for. Ezekiel Jeffrey. None of these quarterbacks really impress me that much. I'm going to take them all off the board. Maybe there's another one I can find at some point, but none of them really impress me that much. I need to, now that I have 45 extra hours, I need to switch these. So let's swap Ejiofor to a full 50. And I have 20 extra hours. I don't need to put them on Marquise Sharga just yet. I may need to put him on Leon Stanzi if I want to keep Auburn away or Notre Dame away from him. But Alex Siegel probably needs either a visit or something. So how do I do this? How do I free? I just need 10 more hours. So what I'll do is I'll take 10 hours from these two guys. I'll take 5 from you and 5 from you. We'll put them back on eventually. Hopefully I don't forget. But nobody else is recruiting them, so we don't have to put hours on them right now. But I need to get Alex Siegel on a visit. So 30, and he probably needs to come in week 10 or 11. I don't know when North Carolina's going to schedule him. But they got a platinum pipeline on him, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. I think I may want to save the week 10 game for somebody else. Let's do week 11. Let's do week 11. We'll do coach prestige for him because that's an A+. Okay, so we got him on campus. We got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. I just need Sean Washington to get to his top 5 so we can get him on campus and get that recruitment done. But Cordell Bloom is an interesting one. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold off Michigan for him. Penn State should help us out because they should pass Michigan when he's on campus week 7 for them. But then for us, as long as we keep building this influence, by week 10, if we can beat Clemson pretty handily, we should be able to get him. Vince Peters still needs to get down to his top 5. The Damian Foster recruitment is basically over at this point. Notre Dame barely got any influence. So that one's basically over. Ejiofor needs to... The only problem is these top guys are not down to their top 5 just yet. If they can get down to that, we can win these recruitments pretty quickly. At least I would think. But it's time to go to the NC State game. This one hopefully will be similar to the Virginia game. They're around the same overall. They're around the same talent level. And we are really, really good. So let's go beat them. Now, I know for a fact that this is the first time I've played against NC State. Certainly, it's the first time I've been to their stadium in College Football 26. So, that's pretty cool. We're getting to see some new faces. And it's a soggy one. It is a soggy, soggy game here in North Carolina. Little bit wet, dare I say. The liquid is falling from the sky, trying to mess us up. But we are so good. How is it the number 22 toughest place to play presented by Lowe's? That feels a little weird. This is really that tough of a place? It's top 25? You come to NC State and the Wolfpack goes bark, bark, woof, woof? I guess. Greg Ard with a decent run. I've got the chew clock on because I don't really need to be in this game too long. We just need to get in, get out with a W. That's all we need. We don't need to impress recruits. We don't have any recruits on campus. We're not on campus. We just need to get in, win the game, leave. Business as usual. And I've like I said in the last episode, I've been pretty happy with Tanner Applewhite. He definitely feels better than Cole Welliver. I don't know what it was about Cole Welliver. He just felt slow. Not even just running the ball, because obviously he's slow doing that, but he just felt slow in everything that he does. That's a crazy good coverage play by the corner. He just, like, the way that he would throw the football just felt slow. The way that he would move in the pocket felt slow. He felt like he had a slow motion, throwing motion. It was all kinds of weird. I don't know. He just didn't fit what I was trying to do. And Tanner Applewhite feels a little bit better. He's not fast by any means, but at least he's a little bit more, he's not a stick in the pocket. He's not a stone, a statue, a tree trunk. He can actually get out and move a little bit. I'm not going to ever try to run with him too much because that's not his game, but that's why we have Kenyon Garnett. Next year, I pressed the wrong button. I didn't know which button the screen was, so I pressed the wrong button. That's why you always check to see what button the screen is before you call the play. Good thing it wasn't a pick. I've done that before. You guys have seen that. Where I didn't know what button it was, and I pressed I threw the long ball, and it ended up being an interception. That was so annoying. That's Deion Buck. I thought it was Xavier Johnson's. Deion Buck, dive! He didn't get it. I was thinking about hurdling, but I thought diving would get me a better chance at the touchdown, but it didn't. It did not. So we will try to score a touchdown right here with Greg Ard. He's got it easy. Easy money. Greg Ard into the end zone. Touchdown. We take the early lead, although early. It's already almost the end of the first quarter because I took 5 minutes off the clock. But credit to NC State. They made me sweat a little bit. I mean, I had to go for it on 4th down. I went for it on 3rd down a couple of times. They made me work for that first touchdown. And we'll see how good their offense is. I would tend to think that it's not going to be that good. CJ Bailey is here. All right. And CJ Bailey did not have a good game last week. Do they have a good offensive line? That is going to be a question that we need to answer. Oh, what the heck? What is... Did you just do a little toss pass? What is these quarterbacks on? These quarterbacks today are on some sort of higher substance or something. I don't know what's going on with them. They're throwing the craziest passes I've ever seen in my life. The freaking Merriweather dude threw a legitimate shovel pass for no reason other than to, I don't know, Orifarm or something. I have no idea what he was doing. But you had no business throwing a shovel pass like that. And then this guy does a two-hand underhand toss like he's shooting a basketball granny style. I don't know what he was doing. But their run game seems to be pretty good. So we're going to have to try to counteract that. Jeremiah Wolf had a huge game last week. He had the freaking 2 interceptions. He was a stud. Are they going to go QB sneak here? Oh, never mind. It's end of the first quarter. They might go QB sneak, though. Put the Wolfpack down, baby. They're not good enough. We're going to win the ACC for the 2nd year in a row. It's that simple. All right, this has got to be QB sneak. And it is, and I was there, but I couldn't stop it. He got a good animation. He fell forward like that. I tried to push him to the side. I usually can stop that. That's annoying. That is annoying. Are they going to throw this to the guy they motioned? No, they're going to throw it across the middle. How did he hold on to that? I feel like we had the guy like right in his face there. I don't know how Woollyhan didn't knock that out of his hand. This NC State team could be fairly good. Oh, good tackle by Cam Pruitt. Good tackle by Cam Pruitt. This has got to be a thing again. I'm right there. I'm ready. It is, and I was right there. Knee down, knee down. Yes! Knee was down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, mama. They're going to go for it. Oh, they're not going to go for it, or they're not going to QB sneak it, but he's got the first down. I was all confused. I thought he was going to QB sneak again. But he just handed it off. We almost had him, I guess. Get in the backfield. Yes, Cormier, baby. Caleb Cormier with a huge tackle. Loss of 3. Vernon Woollyhan, are you rushing? No, you're not. Jarek Francis, get to the quarterback, please. That's got to be picked, and it is. Easily read, but there's a... Wait. It's a flag, but there's a user pick animation going on. I don't know what's happening here. DJ Pickett's got the pick 6. Is there a flag? It's a hold. DJ Pickett, the pick 6 will stand. The pick 6 will stand. Touchdown, East Delaware. DJ, he read that like a book. Well, technically I read it because it was a user pick. I read it like a book. And that is a 14-0 lead. CJ Bailey has been struggling. That's what, 4 interceptions the last 2 games now? Struggling. Hit him with the little hit stick. Oh my god. I can never hit the hit stick, can I? Northwestern is ranked in the top 25? What world are we living in right now? They're ranked at 25. I guess good for them. They've developed their team, apparently. That's got to be a big hit stick, and it was, but it didn't really do much. Get to the quarterback. Get to the quarterback. 2nd and 4. Tackle him, please. It's a quarterback keep. Don't let him go. Good job, Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Good job, Jeremiah. Huge W's. Huge, huge W's. They're going to go quickly. Why would you throw that so quickly? I wasn't ready. You're not supposed to do that until I'm ready. Don't you know the choreography? God, some people are just so selfish. That's a big tackle for loss, though. Loss of 2. Pruitt was in there. I'm liking Cam Pruitt a lot. He's quick. He's athletic. He had a pick 6 last game. I'm liking him a whole heck of a lot. That's got to be intercepted. It's not even going to be intercepted. It's going to be a freaking touchdown. I'm going to lose my effing soup. Oh, my God. The fact that that's a touchdown boils my blood to the point where it's going to let off steam. That's annoying. That's I don't like that. I really don't. I really don't like that. How did they have 5 plays in under a minute? I felt like the clock was moving a little faster than that, but I guess not. Dion Buck back to return, and he's got nothing. He really does. He's got nothing. He's trash. I don't really want to do read option. I don't really want to run any of these plays. I might need to change playbooks because I don't know if I like the plays that we have. Hand off to Ard. He spins off of the tackle initially. Good job. He would have got nothing on that if he didn't do that. Greg Ard's been a big transfer. He's been a good player. Nobody's in the middle of this field. We just throw it right there. That's an easy catch. I probably should have stayed up and ran that for more, but I didn't. That's open again. I'm going to do it this time. And look at Dion Buck go! He's not trash. He's slightly less trash. Let's go with the screen pass. Screen passes are always successful. They never fail. I know what button it is this time. And look at that. See, I told you. What did I tell you? They never fail. And a juke move and a broken tackle is kind of a crazy combo right there. Greg Ard gets a couple extra yards. And we'll go with the classic mesh spot. This play always works. It really does. It has a 100% success rate because most of the time I just take off and scramble. Kenyon Garnett to the 7. Picture perfect. Timeout called. I thought it was a 2-minute warning. Timeout called by NC State. They're panicking. They're panicking Skywalker. And look at that. I fixed the bunch, so now the QB blast works. Kenyon Garnett's in, and Kenyon Garnett is almost into the end zone. Almost into the end zone. Very close. Another timeout called by NC State. They're trying to call these timeouts to preserve whatever time they think they have to possibly score. You think you're going to score on my defense? Art is down, which is maybe a good thing because they use their final timeout. It's 3rd and goal. I think Cameron Poe should be able to punch this in. And he does. Cameron Poe into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. We take our 2-score lead back. We should have never lost it. But in the rain, we get the rushing touchdown. 1:41 to go. NC State used all of their timeouts. But there's still a good amount of time to move the ball down the field if they think they can. If they think they're Thomas the Train Engine. Oh, that's a big hit. But he holds on to the football. It would have been nice if he fumbled it. Would have been real nice. That's a real nice surprise. What has CJ Bailey got up his sleeve? Hopefully nothing good. Vernon Willihan, good tackle. We keep him out of a first down, so that is perfect. Wait, when did he throw the pick? Oh, I remember. It was the pick 6 by DJ Pickett. I saw the stat line. I was like, he throws a pick? That's a good play, but he's not going to get the first down. It's 3rd and inches. Clock keeps moving. We're going to toss an overload blitz at him. We're going to treat them like they're on the spectrum. We're going to overload their senses, but he unfortunately didn't get overloaded. He actually got even more yards than I thought. Well, that didn't go well, did it? That little white boy took that ball way farther than I thought he was going to. I guess we really didn't have anybody covering him, to be fair. Oh, you cannot let him juke you like this, man. They really, you know what? They called those timeouts because they wanted to preserve time. They were right. They're doing a good job at preserving time because they needed it to score this touchdown. They're going to score a touchdown, aren't they? Francis shuts that down and gains 1. Second and 9 from the 12 on the frozen tundra. How did he do that? How did he break the tackle and dive down to the 2? Doesn't make much sense now. Do it. I can't believe that NC State is going to score. They throw it back in the end zone. CJ Bailey, basically the equivalent of just dirtying the football. He didn't like what he saw. He chucks it back to the end zone. A sack would be amazing here, but he gets it away. He got it away. 17 seconds, 3rd and goal. A sack would have been really good. On 3rd and goal, a sack would be even better than good. Oh, that's got to be picked. That's even better than great. It's an interception by Williams in the end zone. And we deny NC State any points. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. He threw a 2-on-1 coverage. I don't know what he expected. You know what? I'm going to call a timeout here. Why not? We got a lot of yards there. If they're going to send everybody back deep to play for the pass, I might take these yards and get some free rushes with them, but I'm not going to call a timeout there. We'll let it go to the half. 21-7 lead's pretty good. 21-7 lead is pretty good, especially with them getting the football here to start the second half. I don't know what CJ Bailey was thinking throwing that ball double covered corner of the end zone. There was really only one option, and it was our option. It seems like CJ Bailey is not super good this season. He's got a lot of he got a turnover problem. That's for sure. Get to the quarterback, get to the quarterback, get to the quarterback, get to the quarterback. Caleb Cormier gets the sack on the quarterback. That's a great start to the drive. 2nd and 18. These boys don't know what hit them. They're going to motion the running back. Do they throw to the running back? No, they throw to the wide receiver. Dropped. Good coverage, Cam Pruitt. And it's a 3rd and 18. This is a long 3rd down. Get to him, 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 get to him. No! I hate myself, bro. How does he find the open coverage? How does he get that open? On 3rd and 18, we have nobody covering that guy. Nobody's following him, either in man coverage or in a zone. I don't know what formation we were in, but how does nobody get to that dude? He really just jumped over my cut stick. That's a fumble. Our ball. DJ Pickett. Ball don't lie. And DJ Pickett is going to have a fumble recovery for a touchdown and a pick 6 in the same game. This dude is a real dog. Touchdown by East Delaware. Was he really down? Or is it another case of EA Sports being a really bad football game? No, I don't think so. No, that is not down. That is... Ooh, that's tough, actually. So he loses it right there. That's actually a fumble. He just let it go. You can see that he's got the football. He's got possession. He's holding on to it. But you can see the moment his fingers let go of the football. That's a lost football. That's a fumble. Wow. One of the rare times where that actually is a fumble. Usually you get it where they're actually down, but because the CPU never challenges anything unless it's a touchdown, and then they just you can get away with not a fumble, but they call it a fumble and you work with it and it's in your favor. That time it actually was a fumble. Pretty rare. Pretty rare. And you saw it here first. 28-7. DJ Pickett's having himself a game, by the way. A pick 6 and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Oh, that's a great route. Jeremiah Wolf just got beat on that one. That was a pretty good route. And that 33, is he a running back or do they have a receiver wearing number 33? Who is that dude? If you have a receiver wearing number 33, that's diabolical. But I think he's a running back. I'm not 100% sure. Because he was back returning kicks, too. And they wouldn't have like a tight end returning kicks. But he's out there. I see him. He's over there on the left side of the field. Is he a receiver wearing number 33? Oh, hold on. I got to figure out who this is. Do you have a legitimate receiver wearing number 33? That's insane if you do. There's CJ Bailey. None of their running backs wear number 33. Don't tell me you have a wide receiver wearing number... Oh, my God. Cooper Stinnett, a junior. 6'5", 222. I thought he looked pretty big. 92 speed's not too bad. Why do you have a receiver wearing number 33? That is diabolical. That's insane to have a receiver wearing number 33. They get the first down on 3rd down. That sucks. What was that guy's name? Carl Marcuck? Like the chair? Does he just sit in the locker room and watch his buddies? I don't know what he does. I'm just waiting for CJ Bailey to make the next mistake because it seems like he does that all the time. And there it is. Oh, turn into the right guy. Why would it turn me into the dude that's in the safety position? Why wouldn't it turn me into the guy that's right there? That's a pick, bro. Unbelievable. He literally made the next mistake, and it didn't happen because it bounced off my guy's helmet and not let me turn into him. Unreal. Unreal. So stupid. So very stupid. Bailey's going to keep it, and he's going to... Ooh, that was a little helmet-to-helmet, actually. He's going to take it up to the 5-yard line. NC State's threatening to score again. Thankfully, we've already built a comfortable lead. That's a quick throw. Oh, the juke move. I hate your soul. Of course, he's going to toss a little juke move at me. But this is going to be... stopped. It's going to be stopped. No, 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 no. Okay. I hit the wrong thing. I hate when I do the wrong thing. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Hicks blows it up. You're not stopping Roderick Hicks. And we've got it to 3rd and goal. Would they go for it on the 4th down? I guess we'll find out. They're going to go quickly. That's not the right move. Jeremiah Wolf rings him down. 4th and goal, and they're not going to kick. They're not going to go for it. They're going to kick the field goal. This is not the right move. You're down 28-7 with 3:55 to go in the third quarter. You got to go for this. I mean, what do you have to lose? What does a field goal do? A field goal does nothing for you. Now you're down 28-10. Whoop-de-frickin' do. We're just going to go down the field and score again. So what does a field goal do for you? It legitimately does nothing. And yeah, you probably won't get the touchdown, but you got to try. You're down 28-7 at that point. You got to go for it. Bad decision. They're playing to lose the game. They're not playing to win. And as Herm Edwards used to say, you play to win the game. Hand off to Greg Ard. Look at the space in the blocking. Greg Ard. So how do you feel about your field goal now, dog? Greg Ard is going to, woo, into the end zone. Touchdown, East Delaware. Easy. Light work, baby. Ain't nothing to it. 35-10. You can have your field goal and shove it. We will kick it away. Although I kind of didn't really want to score there. I wanted to take more time off the clock, but I had so much open space I couldn't deny it. Here's the freaking number 33 again. Why are you wearing number 33? What possessed you to put on number 33 as a wide receiver? You know what? If I was playing football and I was on offense as a receiver, I probably would wear like a diabolical number. Like I'd wear a number like 74 or something. If no offensive lineman was wearing it, I'd wear some horrible number just for the fun of it, just to see what people's reaction would be. Or like 50 something. 50, maybe 52. That's kind of an obscure number. 53. And then people like, oh, he's your favorite offensive lineman. You got an offensive lineman's jersey. No, he's a receiver. Oh, that'd be so... Why has nobody done that? Why has no receiver in the league ever worn like just a despicable number for a receiver? They should do that. They should do that. Maybe somebody should tweet at like Jamar Chase or something. Hey, Jamar, change your number from number 1 to number 64 and see what happens. Oh, that'd be great. That would be great. Oh, right up the middle. Why? Why? Why me? Oh, CJ Bailey sucks. CJ Bailey sucks. He goes down for a sack. He can't handle the heat. He can't handle the pressure. Under pressure. Get to him. Nope, we're not going to get to him. Tackle him, please. Riley Pettijohn brings him down 3rd and 9. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Do they have what it takes to score? Probably not. They're going to go quick RPO action. Jeremiah Wolf is right there. Steve Henley picks up an injury. I don't like that. Steve Henley's a nice, young, promising player for me. Hopefully it's just like bruised ribs or something. He's going to be back. They're going to kick another field goal. And that one's going to miss. It is. It's a doink off the right upright. In the rain, he missed it. That never happens to me. Usually the kickers are money. But he missed it. And we'll give that to Greg Ard, who's already got a lot of yards on the ground. We might as well give him some yards through the air as well. Bruised ribs. So it is bruised ribs, but he's going to come back. That's perfect. You can have this drive, and you can take it as much time as you need, because we're going to take, hopefully, the entire 4th quarter. I don't know if that's going to be possible. We're kind of already at the 36. I guess we'll see. It depends on how many times they stop me. But up 35-10, we should be able to drill at least 3-4 minutes off this clock. There's the handoff. There's Ard, and Ard is going to fall for the 3rd and inches. You can't give me the first down there? You're telling me he didn't get a first down? That's what you're telling me? That's what you're speaking into my ear holes? Ard will get the first down on that time, but Justin Terrell picks up an injury, stops the clock. Oh, God. The fake injuries are out of control. So we'll run the ball again to get the clock moving. And here we go. 139 yards on the ground for Ard. Really doesn't even feel like he's had that big of a game. He just had that one huge run. That's really all that he's had that's gotten him all these yards. He's been consistent, but it feels like, I mean, That's a lot of 141 yards is a lot on 15 carries. It doesn't feel like he's had that big of a game. That's a quiet 150 yards. There's Art again, and he's going to get another injury. Channing Sowles or Souls. Why are these guys going down with injuries when I'm trying to run the clock down? Stop it. I'm literally trying to run into people. I'm literally trying to run into people to make them tackle me so that I can keep the clock moving. But these guys just keep getting injured. Maybe if you're not made of freaking glass. All right, we've taken it under 3 minutes. We're doing a good job. 2nd and 6, the handoff. I mean, they're just giving me chunks of yardage every single play. It's almost not even fair, the amount of yardage they're giving me here. I have to snap this before the 2-minute warning, unfortunately. We throw the block. Get me there. Nope, not really. And Greg Ard picks up an injury. Really, Greg? Really? You're going to get injured. Kenyon Garnett on the QB blast, and he's at the 1. I thought he was going to get in there. And that's the 2-minute warning. And now it is. Okay. We did a good job. We've taken, what, 4 minutes off the clock? 3 minutes off the clock? Something like that. We've done a good job. Art is back in, even though I told him to stay out, but he's back in. And he is going to punch it in, touchdown, Greg. And we are going to cruise to a victory, as I expected. Man, what a good episode. We blow out, they hit the kicker. We blow out Virginia with recruits on campus, which is what we needed to do. And then we blow out NC State on the road. A really, really good episode. I think we finally reached the point where we are such a good team, and when we play bad teams, we actually blow them out. We actually show that, oh, that was a field goal. Dunked off the upper, or the crossbar. But usually, when I play bad teams with a good team, my team plays down to competition, and we get like sucked into a trap game. But this time, these 2 games we played against Virginia and NC State, we actually played like the team that we're supposed to play like. Defense played fantastic. Offense is always... The offense this year has been perfect. Like, there's really been no complaints about the offense through any of the games that we've played. I've really liked Tanner Applewhite. Obviously, I like Kenyon Garnett. And I like our receiving core. Even without Keelan Rounds, I wish we still had him, but he's in the NFL. I really like what we got working on the offense. And the defense, I mean, the defensive line has been fantastic. Jarek Francis and Langston Bowling have been great. Edge rushers of Dominic Kirks and Caleb Cormier have been pretty good as well. I mean, they're not going to be putting up the production that Jackson Howard was doing, but I think that was a 1-year anomaly. He had 30 sacks. I don't think that's ever going to happen again. So, if we can get 30 sacks between the 2 of them, I think that'd be pretty good. And Ard will go down. They're not using their timeouts. That is going to be the ball game. We are going to win 42-10 over NC State. Exactly how I drew it up. Exactly what I wanted. There's a big one to Springs, and that's actually a good tackle. 4th and 1, but we don't need to punt the ball because that is the end of the game. Huge victory. That should keep us ahead for some of these 5 stars, hopefully. Maybe that's good enough to get Damian Foster to commit. He was very close. Probably not, though. That's probably a little bit too ambitious to think he's going to commit off of that. I guess we'll find out. We'll simulate to week number 7 and see what happens with recruiting. No handshake, so no commitment, but Devontae Toner has said no, thank you. He locks us out, but I don't think we even had any points on him, so it's not that big of a deal. We take on Temple in the rivalry game next episode. Then we have the bye week and then another game. Sean Washington has finally gotten to his top 5, but I just noticed that Ejiofor has a deal breaker for playing style. That is not good. His playing style, he's a boundary corner. Are we not getting enough interceptions? What is the boundary corner stuff? He's a boundary corner. Defensive passing yards per game. We've allowed 235 yards per game through the air. And Ejiofor says that's not good. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. We need to get back up there. I don't like that at all. That's a brutal realization. I should probably put some quarterbacks on this board, though. There's no quarterbacks left that are any good except for Dion Vaughn, but I think I scouted him and he didn't look very good. Ty Cole, is that what his name is? Not super interested in him. There's Ezekiel Jeffrey. Jabari, why is that a name? I can't say that name. I'm gonna scout him anyway. Is this his brother? Jabari and Hakeem? Oh my God, we got brothers. Although one's from Charlotte and one's from Bradenton, Florida. But are they the same? That's the same name, right? Yeah, that's the same name. That's insane. Okay. We're gonna, you know what? In our headcanon, we're gonna say that they're brothers. They just live in different areas. I need to scout this dude, though. We need to take Toner. Oh, actually, Toner I had on my board. He was actually a guy I was actively going after. But I need to find out if these two guys... Are they the same name? Yeah, it's the same name. Okay. I need to find out if they're any good. I already scouted Jabari. Oh, he's not that good. He's not that good. But his brother is worse. Good Lord. Okay, well, I'm going to take his brother off the board. But Jabari... 87 throw power. You're not that good, Jabari. I hate to say it. I really do. But you know what? Scholarship. Scholarship. Okay, so let's readjust what we're doing here. We need to get Sean Washington on a visit. Absolutely has to happen. He gets a complimentary with Cordell Bloom for Clemson game. So we're going to do that absolutely as soon as possible. We can also switch to a hard sell on him to try to pull away. So let's do that real quick. And it is going to be... Which one is it? It is this one. Star Search. There we go. So let's try to pull away from Arkansas on that. Cordell Bloom we're looking good with, but Michigan's starting to pull. That's a lot of influence for Michigan. I don't like that. They might pass us even before the Week 10 visit, which is not going to be good. Vince Peters still not to his top 5. Damian Foster, just commit already, dog. This Ejiofor one I don't like. Oh, wow. This is a battle with Notre Dame. And he's on campus week 8. Oh. Marquise Sharga's looking good. Leon Stanzi has been... We've been passed by him. Unfortunately, the playing style is an F for Leon Stanzi. We're in a bad spot for that. Alex Siegel, Kiki Togiai, Leon Cherry. I think Leon Cherry's probably done. I don't think we can catch USC. I'm just going to take him off the board. That'll free up some extra hours, I guess. Bobby Dennis is looking okay. Ohio State actually put some scholarships onto Seth Gammon, so we're going to have to keep going with him. Looks like they realized. But D'Angelo Joe is still in a good spot where we can just put 5 on him and be fine. Hakeem Aroro is not looking good. We're going to have to go to... I guess I could go to a hard sell because we know 2 out of the 3. And his hard sell is going to be probably house call. No, not house call. It's probably Sunday player. Or it could be proximity to home. Ooh, okay. So it could be a couple other ones. I'm just going to go to a send the house. We're just going to go to a send the house. See if we can keep up with Tennessee here. Montrell Brents is on campus week 12 to BC. Do I really want to schedule a 40-hour... Do I want to use 40 hours on that, man? I don't know. We need to switch to a hard sell on Sean Gray so we don't fall behind. A 3-star center. Do I really want to go after him that hard? Maybe. We're into the lead for Dion Cormier, which is nice. Christian Haper still looking good for... We're still in the lead for a couple of these 4-star players. I have a 5-star wide receiver on here? Why do I have a 5-star wide receiver on here? He's got 87 speed, 90... I mean, he looks pretty good. His route running is crazy. I guess I'll put a few hours on him. I didn't realize I had... I didn't realize I had a 5-star wide receiver on here that I was going after. 87 speed's not horrible. It's not great. I don't like it, but a 5-star wide receiver is pretty sick. Do I want to use these last 40 hours on Montrell Brents to get him on campus and undercut BC? Or do I need to put these hours somewhere else? Because Leon Stanzi is probably going to Notre Dame. Sharga we're fine with. Hendricks is going to be a battle. Ejiofor is so frustrating. Duke's probably going to catch us for him. And that's real brutal, isn't it? That is real brutal. I think I'm going to put him on the 3-star center. I'm gonna schedule him for a visit week 10. He gets the complimentary with Gene Hendricks. So it might seem like a little bit of a waste, but we're gonna do it. We are gonna do it. Is there anybody else I can free up hours to maybe give some more to him? No, we need to have those hours on Gammon. I'm just going to keep it how it is. That's how we're going to have recruiting for this episode. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. Remember, we on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to be a part of that, hit that subscribe button, join the Juice Club, and help me along in that journey. But that's going to do it for me. I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much. Stop by. Peace.